Blend's hair food masks. It's Sunday morning, the 1st of December, and I was going to start vlogging tomorrow, but I just felt compelled to start this morning. And it's more so just to have a little chat for anyone who finds the Christmas season tricky. Am I going to get emotional already? It's the 1st of December, as I've said, and I just feel like festive season has exploded. For the last kind of month, it gets earlier and earlier, doesn't it? And I feel like from the 1st of November, I saw people putting their trees up, and lovely. I've not, you know, if you want to do it that early, fabulous, you carry on. But it just makes for a very long Christmas season, which usually I love Christmas. But I've mentioned before that having an autistic child like my sweet angel Gaby, I'm realising, God, I am getting upset talking about this. I was practising this in my head of what I was going to say to you, and I was fine. I was going to put makeup on, but maybe I shouldn't if we're going to get teary. But I'm realising that every big event in the year, his birthday, Christmas, Easter, I find quite tough. It's not just our situation. I think anyone that is experiencing any kind of like grief or sadness or realization that the expectation of what you thought this part of the year or this day would be like, it's not like that. Whether that's because you've lost very prevalent people in your life and things are just different now, whether it's because you have a child that doesn't particularly engage, or for whatever reason. Yeah, I find these things can be difficult. So today, 1st of December, it has kind of exploded, and all I'm seeing is people taking their children to see Santa, doing their advent calendars, all that kind of stuff. Right, sorry, I just took a little break just to compose myself, and I actually started putting my makeup on because I thought maybe that might make me feel better. Today, it just feels like it has just exploded, and whereas the last few years, I've had kind of the cushion of Gabe being still quite young and not really knowing what's happening, and I also didn't really feel any sort of sadness until the actual day. So like last year, Christmas Day, I felt really sad, and it was quite a tough day, and I wasn't maybe expecting to feel like that. Also, with every year that he's been too young to know what's happening, I have the hope that next year might be different, and then next year comes, it was the same with his birthday, next year comes and it's not really any different. Although actually with his birthday he did really enjoy having happy birthday sung to him, and he did enjoy blowing out his candles, so there's that. Sorry if you can hear Elliot crying downstairs. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, all I'm seeing is people taking their kids to Santa, opening their advent calendars, and it's just a constant kind of reminder of what we're not doing and what we don't have. And so I feel like on this journey with Gabe, I remember when we were first going through it, and someone articulated it really well to me in terms of dealing with the feelings of grief, because there is an element of grief to this, to going through like an autism diagnosis with a child. And so I feel like I relate to people in a different way now that don't necessarily have an autistic child but have grief around these things for any reason. So I'm just kind of wanting to let people know that maybe find this time of year difficult, that like, I don't know, I just thought I'd mention it, like, you know, I'm holding space for you. I'm with you, I get it. And it's just so intense now with social media and what constantly knowing what everyone else is doing, and for how long Christmas goes on for now, that it can just feel very, very heavy. Like I was listening months and months ago, this excerpt of this podcast flashed up on my TikTok, and it was Elizabeth Day. I don't know if anyone knows her, but she's like a lovely journalist. She has a podcast called How to Fail, and she was on a podcast, I don't know what one it was, but it was just an excerpt of her talking about, if you don't know who Elizabeth Day is, she's a journalist, but she had an IVF journey that went on for quite some time. She struggled with infertility, and then her IVF wasn't successful, and she then decided to stop it after a very long time. And so she talks about that quite a lot, and she articulated it in such a way that I feel like, as I say, anyone that's dealing with an element of grief can resonate with. And I heard her say this, and I thought that really explains your experience of life after grief, I suppose. And she was mentioning how grief became the canvas upon which, okay, I'm there. Grief became the canvas upon which all of her other experiences were painted upon. I think that kind of sums up these parts of the year that are supposed to be a certain way. You can still find joy and enjoy it and it be, you know, fun to an extent, but there's also always this kind of underlying weight that you carry. Whew. So anyway, I didn't want to get this vlog off to such a sad start, but here we are. Yeah, I just thought I would just mention that because today is intense, I feel like, on social media in a way that I don't feel like it has been before. And I'm sure it will mellow and I'll get to Christmas Day and it won't feel so heavy, but it's just a lot. So if anyone else is finding it a lot, I just wanted to let you know, like, I see you. Just to clear up, like, I know I'll get comments of people saying, oh, why don't you still do these things with Gabe? I could still take him to Santa, I could still do an advent calendar, but to do those things with a child that isn't asking to do them or isn't completely engaged or even aware of what really those things are, takes a lot of emotional resilience that I just don't have at the moment. As you can see, I cry quite easily, and I always kind of have done, but definitely since this, like, tears are always very close to the surface. So for that reason, those experiences at the moment are a bit too tough to do. It's just a constant reminder in those situations of your situation, which I don't have day to day anymore. Like, I don't feel this grief canvas of grief that I spoke about, I don't really have that anymore, like, day to day. But it just all of a sudden can have a big resurgence, as grief does. You can be fine for months and then suddenly something happens and you're just, you know, it's as if it happened yesterday. And I feel like this time of year is that. So anyway, I'm not gonna harp on. My battery's flashing anyway, but I just thought I've just felt compelled to start this vlog. I'm really sorry that it's actually a bit of a downer, but I'm going to my friend's baby shower today. I actually don't know that I'll vlog any of it because it's kind of like a sacred mother's blessing as opposed to a baby shower, so it's quite a special thing. So I might not vlog any more of today, but I will definitely vlog probably tomorrow. But yeah, I just felt compelled to kind of talk about this. But yeah, hopefully, you know, the vlog will get happier. I'm coming to the end of my Invisalign, so we're going to have the mock-ups for the bonding this week. So there will be some nice things happening. So if that hasn't put you off, hopefully keep on watching. Oh, not very baby shower appropriate, that, not baby shower, mother's blessing, sorry. That song, I was just listening to the Deftones. And somewhat inspired by my outfit today to go back to my grunger roots, because I'm wearing these Vans, which I haven't shown you, and these kind of khaki trousers. I'll maybe try and show you as I walk in. But anyway, I've arrived at my friend's house. I come bearing bread, lots of bread, 2 French loaves, 2 sourdoughs, and 2 like cheesy bread. Gabe and I popped out earlier to get some bread and some no secco, rosé and normal. Non-alcoholic Prosecco, basically. I don't know if we're into that, but I thought, well, I'll bring some bubbles. Ready? Oh. Right, have I got everything? Oh, my salon just looks so smart from here. I've just pulled up outside the salon, just dropped Gabe to nursery. It's Tuesday morning. Let's go into the salon. I don't think you can see from here. I mean, please ignore the big red wheelie bin. That's not very chic. But how nice does my salon look walking up? It looks so good. And I just love this colour every time I come here. Right, Tuesday morning, here we are. Last time I spoke to you was Sunday. We're going to do my favourite thing to do, which is Deliveroo in a little Starbucks blonde roast cappuccino. And a cheese and Marmite ciabatta because she deserves it, do you know what I mean? Last time I saw you was now Sunday. Had this mother's blessing from my friend who is due to have a baby in December. She was basically me 2 years ago. I'm so excited for her because it's honestly the best time, the absolute best time to have a baby is around Christmas. And yes, you then have to deal with a Christmas birthday as I'm dealing with now for the rest of your life, which is slightly stressful. However, a winter baby. It doesn't need to be Christmas, but a winter baby, like end of the year baby, postpartum in January, nothing like it. It's elite. Right, let's just Deliveroo in what I want to Deliveroo because I'm hungry. And yesterday, I did hair in the morning. Oh, I had to go into London because then I went to the hygienist to get my teeth cleaned, because actually this week is quite exciting because on Wednesday, we are going, have I already said this? We're going back to the dentist to get my bonding mocked up. I'm on my last tray of Invisalign. I can't believe it. It's been literally nearly a year. It was like the beginning of Jan that I got my trays fitted. It could have been actually, it didn't need to be this long. I'm just a bit extra, and we got to a point when it could have ended and I was like, oh, this tooth here is annoying. Can we try and move that a bit more? So then I added on like an extra 8 weeks. My teeth have basically been straight for months, and so much better than they were for quite some time. I feel like since about like September, October, I just was a bit like, oh, can we just refine it slightly? Because when you're spending the money to do it, you may as well, you know, go for it. So anyway, I'm getting my bonding mocked up, and then I'm getting it done next week. And then my teeth will be finished. I can't believe I'm at the end of my Invisalign journey, and I'm so happy. Everyone that had Invisalign said to me, it's the best thing you'll ever do, and it really, really is. And then today, I'm doing hair this morning. I'm hoping I will finish her hair by latest 1, and then I'm hoping to just pop down into town because, I mean, not for any, I need to start sorting Christmas, as we all probably do, but I'd quite like to just pop to John Lewis, get the boys Christmas pyjamas. I've also got to go to M&S because I ordered welly boots that need to be picked up. So yeah, I'd quite like to go down into town, sort a few things out before then going to go and get Gabe. Might go home in between, we'll see what the time is. But that's the plan for today. I'd like to just go into town and have a little bit of a Christmas shop. I actually feel like there's only a certain number of days left that town is still going to be semi-quiet. So I'm really trying to take advantage, because I feel like from next week onwards, possibly not going to be so quiet. It's already kind of busy, but yeah, I do need to get the old Christmas shopping sorted, although I'm going to try and do most of it online, obviously. Oh, that's quite nice. Just looking at Christmas pyjamas, and my dilemma is, do I get them matching, or do I get, oh they're nice, or do I get them set like different? Because I'm going to get a pack of 2. Thinking these for Elliot, and they come with those. These for Gaby, that are polar bears, and then there's that on the back. But to be honest, Gabe doesn't even really wear pyjamas. He takes them off through the night all the time, so by the time he wakes up he's naked, so he comes downstairs with no clothes on. So there's not even really any point buying Gabe Christmas pyjamas. It's really just to wear like once he's awake, because he'll go to bed in them but they will be off by the morning, do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a waste buying Gabe pyjamas at this stage. And maybe I'll just buy Gabe 1 pair actually, and then I could get them matching, because these are quite nice. They're nice, aren't they? I might actually just get them 1 pair each. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get them each a pair of this, because they're Christmassy but not like too Christmassy, like they can just wear them through the winter. But yeah, they're so nice, aren't they? Love those. Okay, they can have 1 pair each, and then if Ellie needs more pyjamas I'll just get him like not Christmas ones. Okay, that's that. It's the evening, sorry, hold on. I've just come in to start cooking dinner because I've put Ellie down, Hainsley's just putting Gabe to bed, and I just realised I brought my iPad in to watch a bit of YouTube. Zoe Sugg is doing Vlogmas. Did she announce this? I had no idea. So that's quite a nice surprise, but also like so overwhelmed by all of the Vlogmases in my subscription. I also just thought I would mention, actually, feeling much better since Sunday. Not in such a hole of depression. I was actually a bit yesterday, Monday, which is why I kind of didn't vlog, but also I wasn't really doing anything. But I do feel much more positive today, and you know, we're not in that dark hole. That happens, doesn't it? If we have those days, we just have to lean into it, but also remember that it won't be that way forever. I always think to myself, it's a bad day, it's not a bad life. Like, that is generally quite helpful in those instances. And yeah, I'm feeling great. Was even thinking about decorating the house at some point, maybe this week, but probably on Monday, because I worked out that's the only day that I've got like completely off between now and Christmas. So yeah, I just came on really soon. I am feeling better. I'm gonna have dinner and then watch the last episode of this thing called After the Party. I don't know if anyone's watched this. It's on BBC. No, it's not. It's on Channel 4. It's so good, gripping, if you will. We also watched We're Late to the Party, but before that we watched Perfect Couple on Netflix. Really enjoyed it. Didn't really love the ending though. It was a bit of an anticlimax, but really enjoyed it up until that point. I really love this kind of new age like murder mysteries. Like if you ever watched, oh my god, what was it called? Like White Lotus is a bit like that. And also Big Little Lies to me was like the original of that sort of genre that got me into it. So really quite enjoyed that, but yeah, thought the ending was a bit rubbish. So hopefully After the Party the ending isn't rubbish, but yeah, if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It's so good. Oh my god, hi. Just getting ready. It's Wednesday now. Getting ready for the dentist to have the mock-ups for my bonding done. I'm just going to chuck some makeup on. I've already been to the dentist this week, but we're going again. And I don't know that I actually vlogged at the dentist. I don't think I did. So I will today, because also I'll take you kind of to the appointment, chat to Tilly about what we're doing. But also I want to go up a little bit earlier because I want to pop to Majuri to try on a potential wedding band. Wedding hasn't been booked or anything yet, but we're thinking like next year, probably, if not the year after, but like, yeah, later on in the year next year is when we're thinking. So nothing's booked. I've mentioned before, like it's gonna be very, very cash. Literally registry office and then a pub. That sort of like city wedding vibe. I just don't think I have the energy to organise anything more than that. And also we've got young kids and I just want to be married. Like the wedding will be lovely. It will be a lovely like celebration of like our whole family, but I just want to be married. So how that happens is not a huge, obviously I'm going to go and try on all of the wedding dresses, even if I've got no intention of having like a big wedding dress. And I want to get nice flowers and there's things I want to do, of course, but ultimately the wedding, I just want to be married. So as little stress as possible really with planning that. So we don't need to get wedding bands yet or anything like that, but we were looking the other night and just kind of having a chat. And I always kind of just thought, just a plain gold one. So if I show you, this is the engagement ring here. Isn't it gorgeous? I absolutely love it. Every time I look at it, I just think, oh my god, I love you so much. Anyway, so I've got this like plain gold ring that I've always worn. And so I did try it on with it as like, to see what that would look like. So I was kind of happy. I was happy with that. Just a plain gold band of some description next to the ring. We do also both enjoy like a nesting ring, and Majuri do one. I also didn't think I want, diamonds. I thought that'd be too much. There's quite a lot of diamonds on the ring, which is gorgeous. So I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I want a diamond wedding band. That might be too much. But Majuri do a really lovely nesting band. So basically it follows the shape of the ring. And I think you can get ones, you can see this diamond is a circle. So you can get ones that hug it like perfectly. Or like this Majuri one, it kind of just goes around it. So I prefer that shape. I just want to see how it sits next to this ring. So I am going to go and try it on and take pictures and videos. So I'm going to take you with me. So that's what I want to do before I go to the dentist. And speaking of Majuri, I did actually buy myself a 40th birthday present from my mum. She gave me some money towards it. She was like, what do you want? So I said a Majuri voucher because I had wanted to kind of build up my everyday rings. And Majuri do beautiful jewellery. So I actually bought this one as my 40th birthday present, which is the pearl and diamond, like really skinny one. I think I've got really fat, short, chubby, chipolata fingers. So I actually think this ring is a bit too delicate for my chunky hands. So I'd quite like to get, when I tried it on in Majuri ages ago, I stacked it with another ring. So it was a bit more substantial. So I'd quite like to also perhaps either try on or get a stacking ring to go alongside this one today as well. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. We should get paid for the... Yeah, I don't know. This is a new one. No, I will. The other one. I can't tell you how perfect that ring was. Oh my god, I love it. well, you saw, it just sat around my ring so perfectly, like they were made for each other. So I just took lots of pictures on my phone, lots of videos on my phone, videos on this camera, sent them to Ainsley and said, oh my god, it's perfect. He agrees. And he was like, I wish we could get married tomorrow so you can wear it. I was like, me too. Maybe we will. But yeah, I don't know if I can wait like a year at least until I get that ring. It's so nice. But yeah, it's from a jewellery. It's called the Diamond Nesting Ring, in case anyone's interested. But they do them in gold and silver. So yeah, I feel like giddy again. It's such a nice ring. I'm so glad. I feel like it's the one. Like, that I can't look for anything else now. Like, nothing else is going to top that ring. Like, it's perfect. Just like this engagement ring. If I had every ring lined up, I'd still always pick this one. I feel the same with that wedding band. They were just made for each other. It's crazy. Let's hope it's that easy to find the dress. Or maybe not. It might be more fun to try on different dresses, but yeah, it was ideal. I love it so much. Just to show you my bougie dentist toilet by Rado. Lovely. And then this is like how it looks. There's a loop, lol. Isn't it so fab? I feel like I'm in like Soho House or somewhere. It looks so weird.
I will close these tiny little gaps that are between the teeth. Today, because I'm just doing it temporarily, I don't want them to get stuck in there. I'll just give you the idea of neatening the shapes of these front four.
Oh my god, amazing. Okay. I got attachments are off. Got my flat teeth. Look. God,
so
Ainsley was like, I look like I have so many teeth.
So, it's going to feel different because it is different.
Teeth are so big. Oh my god, they do look, everyone said they'll look white.
They'll probably feel big to you. Taken the longest part of your tooth and basically leveled from there. Now, if you said, actually, do you know what, I would like to have those front two ever so slightly shorter, what I would probably need to do is actually, with your natural tooth underneath, just adjust it a smidge. But we've got that option if you said you wanted to make them a little bit smaller.
Turkey teeth. I think they're fine.
Go and have a look in the mirror and look at like your full face.
Yeah.
And see like your whole face and that. Because
I've always had my two front teeth. Like, I've always known my two front teeth are bigger. Do you know what I mean?
And I've kept like a step.
Oh my god, hi. Alexa, turn off. Now we're back from town. We've been back a while actually, and we are just cooking dinner. We're having steak tonight with like mini roasted potatoes, which are these baby gem ones. I always got the packet out. I've spoken about these before, but these are the very best potatoes money can buy. They're the Waitrose British Ruby Gem potatoes, but as you can see, they're quite small. So good to roast on the side of steak we're having, but on the side of anything. If you want like crispy roasted potatoes, but you don't want to do roast potatoes, do you know what I mean? Like a lovely winter dish. So that's what we're doing. Let me just season those. So yeah, we're back from the dentist. I don't really know how much I showed actually, but we just did a little mock-up of my teeth. So Tilly we're doing the top four, and then also down here, you can't really see because I've got my Invisalign in, but here, that's not a canine, is it? But the equivalent, little gap there. When my Invisalign's off, and obviously I film myself a lot, don't I, talking. So I'm looking at my teeth and I'm like, oh my god, perfection. Like, from where they were, no notes. However, because I film myself a lot talking and therefore look at myself a lot talking, they're very straight, but all I notice when I don't have my Invisalign on is this gap here. So it's not you, it's me. It's definitely like a me thing. Not necessary at all. But it's just something that I think, do you know what, whilst I'm here, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for as close to perfect teeth, but that aren't completely perfect, as I can. So yeah, the final result will be this time next week. So I will vlog next week, because after this time next week, after I've had my bonding, I will also then be going to an event. And I just thought, I don't know if that's the best. I mean, there's nothing I could do. The bonding was booked, and then I got invited to this event, and it's on the same day, so I can't really change either. I'll be debuting my new teeth at a hair care event. It's a hair brand, it's a Swiss hair brand that I think is launching into the UK. They messaged me a while ago and invited me, and it's at the Swiss Embassy, which is fun. So I thought, why not? It's Christmas, let's do it. So that's what will be happening next Wednesday, but that will be next week, not in this week's vlog. Coming to you from in front of my Christmas tree. Well, the top looks a bit, but the Christmas tree's up. And I've also got, I'm watching Brittany Bathgate, I've also got these little fan things that I just saw on Dunelm as I was browsing Christmas decorations. And I thought they looked quite cute. They're kind of orange and green, so not red. But I just thought they were a bit different. I kind of just wanted something to go on this chimney breast. I was thinking maybe some kind of bunting. And then I saw those, I just thought how lovely. So that's our little Christmas sitch. I've got a garland to put on the stairs. Anyway, I'm actually just coming on here to say thank you so much for watching and end this vlog because it's so long. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm feeling much better in myself about life, so that's good. So yes, I will be vlogging again this week because we're finishing Invisalign. I'm gonna finish this now. Thank you so much for watching. I can love you, bye.